everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is MaryAnngeline. I am here in Utah at the Goblin Valley State Park, and I've been hiking around for a couple hours, and I figured this would be a great time to do a quick flow just to loosen my muscles from all the hiking I've been doing. This isn't for you to really see me up and close. I really wanted you to get this beautiful view of the state park. So don't worry if you can't see my body too much, just follow along and take this with you when you go hiking. So let's get started. All right, friends, so let's start in mountain pose with our feet hip distance apart, arms by your sides, fingers point down, lift up through the back of the heart, close the eyes down, take a generous breath in through the nose, and a generous breath out. Two more just like that. Inhale. Exhale. Once more, in and out. Take the arms up towards the sky, blink the eyes open, bend the elbows, bend the knees, pull the elbows back. Then straighten your legs, straighten your arms, interlock your hands behind you, chest expansion and grip. As you squeeze the palms together, take the arms further away from you, open up through the shoulders. Take a breath in through the nose. As you exhale, release your arms by your sides, sweep them forward and up. Transfer all your weight to your left foot and start to circle out your right ankle one direction. As you reach up through your arms, it'll help you stabilize through that left leg and help your balance. Let's reverse the circle of the right ankle. Release your right foot down, hands behind you once again, chest expansion grip, opposite thumb on top. As you straighten the arms, lift them away from your booty. Open up across the heart and around the shoulders. Release your arms by your sides and take them forward and up. Transfer your weight to your right foot. So circle out that left ankle one way. And reverse the circle the other way. Release your foot down. Release your arms by your side. Chair pose. Bend the knees. Send those arms forward as you send the pelvis back. And forward fold, release your head down. You can place your hands behind your head if you like, or towards the ground, whatever feels good. Then the knees come into a little malasana, hands maybe to heart center, or fingertips to the ground. Dropping the tail very heavy towards the heels. Remember to keep that breath nice and fluid in and out of the nose. Come back through your forward fold. Let your head drop down. Then tuck the chin and round it all the way up. Step the right foot back, left foot forward. Crescent lunge. Get that heel nice and high. You'll stretch out through the arch of your foot, which as you're hiking might have gotten pretty tight. Then bend your back knee, hands to heart center. Re-straighten your leg, reach your arms up. Again, bend, hands to heart. As you bend that knee, pull the tailbone down. Re-straighten everything out. One last time. Hands to heart, bend the knee again, tail points down. You get a nice stretch that front hip flexor. Straighten both legs out now. Hands to your hips, start to fold forward. Maybe hands towards the ground. A nice stretch for your hamstring, for your calves. Breathe in and out. We'll rise back up to crescent lunge. Bend the front knee, reach your arms up. Be very mindful if you're on an uneven surface like I am. And then open up to your warrior two. Reverse your warrior, take that left arm high. Then straighten it out for reverse triangle pose. Keep the leg straight, triangle pelvis, bump towards your back foot, and adjust your arms. Bring it through center. Heels, toes come in just a little bit closer. And then keep the heels in and the toes out. Bend the knees, come into malasana, opening up through the hips. If you'd like to rock the weight side to side a few times, That will feel really good. And as you rock the weight, you'll feel your Achilles start to open up a little bit as well. We'll rise all the way up to stand. Turn towards the front where you started. Come back to your crescent one more time. And step the foot forward, hands to heart center. Let's take our second side. Left foot back, right foot forward, both arms up. High through that back heel. Get the stretch through the arch of the foot and the ball of the foot as you feel some heat turn on in that front leg. Then we'll bend the knee, bring the hands to heart, tailbone points down, a nice stretch to that left hip flexor. Straighten the leg, reach the arms up. Repeat that 2 more times. Bend the knee, tail down, straighten the leg, arms up. One more time. Bend the knee, tail down, straighten the leg, arms up. Both legs straighten now, hands to your hips. Start to pull your heart forward towards your front foot. Bring your hands down to the ground. Hold this modified pyramid. So with this practice too, we're not going to get into too much on our hands at all. This is probably the most we'll do. So that if you're in an area where you don't want to go into, let's say, down dog, you'll get as much out of the standing postures as you would in other postures where your hands are down. Return back to your crescent lunge, 2 arms high, back leg straight, front knee bent. Open up to warrior 2. Keep the depth in your legs, reverse your warrior. Now hold the torso as it is, straighten the front leg, reverse your triangle. Come into traditional triangle pose, bump the pelvis back as you adjust the torso. Rise on up, like we did earlier, heel toe those feet in a little bit closer, then heels in, toes out, malasana, pelvis down, knees go wide. Rise up to stand, turn to the front of your space, step your back foot forward, hands to heart center. Let's stretch out the quadricep now. Bend the right knee, grab a hold of the foot, squeeze the heel in towards the booty, and press the knee down towards the mat. And by mat, I mean the ground. So if you have a hard time balancing and there is something around you, like these beautiful structures that are around me, you can go to one and use that as a support. But no, if you always fall out, that's okay too. Let's switch sides. Right foot down, bend the left knee, grab a hold of the left foot, squeeze the heel in, point the knee down. Your right hand can be really anywhere that feels good. Breathe into the stretch on that left quad. Nice deep breaths in and out. And let's release it down. Lastly here, getting a stretch now through our outer hips. So mimicking what we would find, let's say, in the pigeon pose. And if you feel comfortable in getting in pigeon if you are outside, then do it. And if you're just practicing on your mat, then perfect, do that too. However, if pigeon's not for you right now, we are going to take a figure 4. Right ankle on left thigh, bend the left knee. Send the booty back. Now this will challenge your balance a little bit, but you can always rest your elbows on your right leg, and that will help stabilize you. It also gets you deeper into that right outer hip. Or if you're close enough and you'd like to, you can bring your fingertips down to the ground. But the more you bend the standing leg, so the left leg, the more you'll feel it through that outer right hip. Nice generous breath in and out. Let's come back up to stand. Release the right foot down. Switch sides, left ankle, right thigh. Bend the right knee. Chest goes forward, pelvis back. The counterbalance will also help your balance. You can hold with the arms on the leg. You can bring your hands down to the ground. Let's see if you can sink deeply into that right leg. Note if at any point you want to hold the posture longer, you can. You can also pause the video. You can slow down the speed. Make it accommodate for what you need. But for me, I'm moving on to the next part of my journey, so I'm just taking it little stretches, few breaths in and out and moving on. Let's come back up to standing and just take a moment to shake out your legs. Back to our mountain pose. Right arm high, side stretch over to your left, feel it open through the right ribs. Bring it back through center, side stretch to the right now. Really reach that left arm. And back to center. Hands to the heart, close the eyes, take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more in breath. And one more out breath. All right, my friends, until next time, thank you so much. So again, a super quick flow. If you need it longer, take it longer, but this primarily was to just share this beautiful place with you and for me to stretch out my legs a little bit. I have a long drive home. So yeah, please comment, let me know how you liked it, and let me know if you've been here before too. I would love to hear your experience. All right, see you all next time.